We just got news about Splatoon 3 in the most recent Nintendo Direct. Today, I just want to quickly go over all the things that were announced and confirmed for Splatoon 3. Some of them come from the Direct itself, and some of them come from a Twitter post on Splatoon Japan's page that somehow didn't make it to the North America or EU versions. So there should be something new for everyone. Alright, so let's start out with the simplest thing, which is the weapons that were newly confirmed for this game, as well as their subs and specials. In the trailer, we saw the Splash-O-Matic appear, and by the looks of it, it is very likely that the Splash-O-Matic will come with burst bombs and the new Spider Squid special. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. We also saw the Undercover Umbrella, which also has a burst bomb as its sub, and by the looks of it, the way its mechanics are going to work in Splatoon 3, at least at release, is that the shield will not show up until the second shot is fired from the umbrella. We also see the appearance of the Gloogadoolies, the Splat Charger, an Ink Brush, and then my favorite, the Kalash Blaster, which very likely is going to come with the crab tank. The reason I know that is because the Inkling that's using the crab is depicted on a Twitter post holding the Kalash Blaster. Put two and two together, you got Kalash Blaster with a crab tank. Very chaotic. We also saw the Splat Roller, which also is very likely to have either the Curling Bomb or a Splat Bomb. I could not tell from the way things were cut. The Curling Bomb could also be with the Range Blaster. And the Splat Roller does come with the new Force Field special, so instead of a splashdown, we're gonna have a nice big wall. We did see that the 96 gal will have a Splat Bomb, and that the Sloshing Machine will have the new Killer Whale 5.1, which looks a lot like the missiles from Splatoon 2. Now that special wasn't really covered in the trailer, so I can't really say much more about it, other than it seems to be 6 things that are going to be tracking and attacking enemies. Maybe it's a fusion of Stingray and Tenta missiles, maybe it's a fusion of Killer Whale and Tenta missiles, I don't know, we'll find out later. Now let's scooch over to the 3 specials that were actually showed in this trailer. We have the Crab Tank, which can roll like a baller, so you can use it to maneuver and platform. I assume it also acts as a shield, but there wasn't any footage clearly showing that it's blocking other people's shots. And by the looks of it, even though it looks like a turret, it shoots like an inkjet. It does also have a rapid fire mode, so you will basically have a baller that can shift into shooting mode, and I assume you can be splatted while in shooting mode. Again, not shown, but very likely there for balancing. We also have the very cool Spider Squid, because let's be honest, you just look like Spider-Man zipping around. It might be called a Zipcaster according to a translation by the unofficial Splatoon Research Labs on Twitter. By the looks of it, it does have a landing point, might have been filled out with the asset for the inkjet for this trailer, but it will probably have its own little image for, hey, this is where they launched off from, and when it ends, it's where you're gonna land back. So it will work like the inkjet in Splatoon 2. It also appears that it might be able to do a little bit of damage when hitting a wall. It does cover a bunch of the wall with the slash. It might also do damage, so if there is somebody trying to climb a wall, I think they're gonna get the splashdown effect and they'll be splatted. So beware when you're on walls in Splatoon 3. And the other thing to point out is that once you are done landing, your weapon does work normally. So this might function a lot like the Bomb Rush in Splatoon 2, where just triggering the special recharges your main. So you can use it to recharge your main. Maybe you don't even have to jump away with it to shoot. Oh, that's gonna be that's gonna be broken. And the last new special we saw is the Big Bubbler, or as I like to call it, the Beyblade Force Field. It's basically a spinning top, and the top part that spins generates a force field that is supposed to be inspired by the Bubbler from Splatoon 1, and it's basically an AoE version of the Bubbler from Splatoon 1, so instead of its effect spreading to other Inklings, it's a stationary effect. Something I did notice is that the little top part still remains uncovered from the force field, so perhaps it will be breakable if your enemies can shoot the top. I don't know if that is how it's gonna work or how exactly it will work, but again, I'm seeing some of the balancing things they're doing in there. I know it's cool that we have all these new specials, but I'm pretty sure the devs are making sure that they're not entirely broken, because that would kind of ruin the competitive part of Splatoon. Also, one last thing we noticed is that you can also do backflips, so the jumps aren't just so you can jump up and splat someone, it is also so that you can dodge, and I assume you can like flip to the left and right and forwards and backwards and all that jazz. You like jazz? Alright, now that's all the weapon stuff, so we're gonna be moving on to the new stages, or should I say returning stage of Museum d'Alfonzino. The desert is likely going to be called the Scorch Gorge. And from the images on it, you can see that there is an original spawn point there, but it's covered up. It's out of commission. Why is it out of commission? I don't know. We'll figure it out in the game. Maybe, maybe not. So far, we've only seen the flying spawn points used in Turf War, so the new reef/urchin underpass is probably going to be some variation of eel tail something. Again, the unofficial translation says eel tail alley. It does have one cool feature on it that might give us a hint as to where Splatoon 3 is, like in the world, where is it located, and that's this highway road sign. At first, it kind of reminded me of the highway signs in the US because of the way the things are shaped, but then I noticed there is no interstate text, so I thought, oh, maybe stylistically removed. But then I thought, what country is near Japan that, according to my friend Squidman, has a bunch of influences from the United States? Well, South Korea, of course. So I looked up what the highway signs in South Korea look like, and lo and behold, they look a lot like this highway road sign. So I think Splatoon 3, at least the main city, is gonna be in South Korea. And Squidman, if you're watching this, go soul searching for that road sign, see if you can find it. What inspired it? What highway is this? I don't know. You tell me. You're in Korea, Squidman. Figure it out. Go check out Squidman, y'all. We stream there together a lot. And last but not least, we have some story mode news. By the looks of it, the story mode in Splatoon 3 will happen in a location called Alterna. Not Octo Canyon, not Octo Valley, completely different. We also get to see the fuzzy Octarians, and we also get a quick glimpse that makes them seem to be produced, similar to how Komobo's sanitization process worked in Octo Expansion. However, it does look like we're going to have a new organization. It is not going to be Komobo. I'm just going to call it AO because to me, the logo for it looks like the letter A and the letter O. You call it whatever the heck you want, we'll find out in time. But by the looks of it, my theory is that there's going to be this organization and they're going to be the ones fuzzifying everything. Now, how do they do it? It looks like there's this rainbow ink that if anything touches it, it turns fuzzy. Anything except for the small fry, which can apparently eat it and be safe. I suppose Salmonid eating all that junk pays off. Maybe this is what Grisco was collecting all those eggs for. We also get to see the squidbeak Splatoon and find out that Captain Craig Cuttlefish is now retired, so Agent 3 is now the new captain. And you're gonna be the new Agent 3. That's gonna get confusing. Another cool thing about their reappearance is that Marie's outfit is something that shows up in the first game's art book as a potential concept for her. And now we get to see it as an official art in the game, so that's really cool. I did a whole video where I talked about video game books. Go check it out. There's more cool stuff there. And by the looks of it, the spaceship area that has the little title Splatoon 3, it appears to also be the hub. I assume that's gonna be your starting point for everything. And for some reason, there's a lot of Easter Island heads. I have no idea why. Squidman, are there Easter Island heads in Korea? Oh, also Octavio is back, but since they showed him so soon, I don't think he's gonna be the final boss. His robosuit actually has legs and proper arms and not just those like springy thingies that basically inspired ARMS, the game. And the last bit of news is that we got a new band for the game. It's called Seaside. I assume they're going to be the main band for the game, so sorry Chirpy Chirps, you're not as popular here. And we also got to hear their brand new music track. It's called Clickbait. Comment below what your favorite thing is for Splatoon 3. What are you looking forward to the most out of these things? Do you think you're gonna give us apartments? Anyways, I'm excited. Let me know if y'all enjoyed these news kind of segments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see ya soon, I hope.